Hello my dear students, good afternoon. Now we will discuss about amines, and actually previously I was given some IUPAC nomenclatures and how to classify them as primary, secondary and tertiary I was given. Suppose if you have a compound like this, a 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. So here you have carbons and here you have N and you have a methyl here, and suppose here even 2 carbons you have like this. 2 carbons means what is the meaning? CH2 and CH3 you have. And suppose if you have like this, actually this is a tertiary amine, right? So tertiary amine. So more number of carbons you have to take as, you have to consider as root word. So 1, 2 and 3, 4. Suppose here some bromine something is there. So what to write here? First prefix we have to write. What is the prefix here? 3-bromo you have to write. So 3-bromo and N. Nitrogen has, there are two alkyl groups. Both are different. One is methyl group and one is ethyl group. So first prefix we read. After prefix, alkyl group what attached to nitrogen we have to write. So 3-bromo. Okay, so first methyl and ethyl you have. So alphabet we have to follow. So N-ethyl. Okay, so with what letter it starts we have to see. Ethyl, E, methyl, M. So E comes first now. So N-ethyl and N-methyl, N-methyl and N-methyl butane amine. Butane amine. Okay, so in that way we have to write names. Okay, so if you have something like different alkyl groups or same I was given in previous, so this is methyl and that is also methyl, N comma and dimethyl you can write, but here both are different, that's why we written like this. So previously also I was given some nomenclatures based on this amines. Okay, so you can practice few more IUPAC names, and if you have any doubts you can ask me. Okay, next isomerism. What's up? Isomerism. Actually many isomerisms are possible, like chain isomerism is possible, many kind. Chain isomerism and positional isomerism is possible, and functional group isomerism possible, and one more, that is metamerism also possible, but not in primary. Secondary and tertiary amines shows that particular metamerism also. Okay sir, please remember all these things, very important. So first chain isomerism means different carbon chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and suppose NH2 you have, and C like this, and NH2 you have, and instead of one of the carbon, in here in previous 4 carbons you have long chain, now 3 carbons and one more carbon like this. Okay, so like that you can say, see, this is isobutyl amine. Isobutyl amine. Correct? Why this is isobutyl amine? This is isobutyl group. Okay, so here you have N-butyl. N-butyl amine. Or you can say 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. IUPAC name if you want. And here 1, 2 and 3. So 2-methyl propanamine. Propanamine. Okay, this one just butanamine. Butanamine, that's it. This is butanamine and this is 2-methyl propanamine. Understood sir? So this is about the chain isomerism, and next we have positional isomerism. Yeah, positional isomerism. What position and whose position sir? Amino group position is different. Then we call them as positional isomers. See this one? N-propylamine or propanamine simply. N means normal, you know this one. So simply this is N-propyl amine. See this one? This one is what we call isopropylamine. propyl amine. Sir, iso means L shape should be present. No sir, here no L shape. Are you thinking like that? So actually you can write like this also. Both are same actually. So or. So L shape means don't consider sir straight. So it's a N propyl amine. Don't consider like that. It is like this now L shape. So last second carbon has methyl group. Like that you have to check. Last, okay. Last second carbon has methyl. This carbon is nothing but methyl or not? So this is methyl and this is methyl and one more hydrogen. Understanding what I written here? So here it's like CH3 and CH3 and H here. So how do you have to check? Last second carbon has methyl, that is isopropyl. So isopropyl amine. So how these two are positional isomers means just position of this amino group is different. Here first position, but here is the second position, 1, 2, 3. Or else don't say 1, 2, 2 methyl and 1, 2, 3. Long chain we have to take. Don't take branch. Then here why you take a branch sir 1, 2, 3, 4? Because they are not in continuation, but here 1, 2, 3 they are in continuation. So here it's 1 and it's 2 and it's 3. Or else 1, 2, 3. That's your choice. Okay, so what is the name of this? Simply propane amine. Propane amine. One position not required if it is 1. Okay, first carbon only NH2 is there, no? So no need to take one propanamine like that. Simply propanamine. That's the meaning. First carbon itself consists of NH2. But come to this one. If you see the numbering or this one or that one, your choice. See, don't consider methyl. 1, 2 few people will take like that. 2 methyl, 2 ethanamine. No. So that is wrong. 1, 2, 3 and NH2 you have. So propane 2 amine. Propane 2 amine. Propanamine. Okay. Or simply 2 propanamine. So positional is possible and functional group also possible. Please note it down. Okay. So next we have to discuss about functional group isomers. Functional group isomers means having same formula but different functional group. Difference means here primary, secondary, tertiary amines themselves are functional group isomers. Which are functional group isomers? Primary, secondary, tertiary amines are functional group isomers. Okay? So functional group isomerism. Okay, sir. So functional group isomerism are what here? Primary, secondary, tertiary amines are functional group isomers. Primary, secondary, tertiary amines are functional group isomers. Okay. So actually aldehydes and ketones they looks different actually, like the CHO and like this C double bond O and C. So the CHO and CO. But here in amines only NH2, NHN. That means based on the particular alkyl groups who attach to nitrogen, based on that we will decide functional group isomers. Simple example I will give you. See this CH3, CH2, NH2. Okay, and CH3, NH, CH3. Both are functional group isomers. Sir, here nitrogen you have, here also nitrogen you have. Nitrogen you have, but NH2 group you have, but here NH group you have. So this is actually primary amine and this is actually secondary amine. Understood, sir? So primary amine and secondary amines both are functional group isomers. Not only that, if tertiary possible, tertiary also. But in this example, primary and secondary amine only possible. Suppose if I take second example, okay, if I take 3 carbons like that, so CH3 and CH2 and CH2 and NH2, it's primary, right? And what will be secondary now? CH3 and NH and CH2, CH3. This is secondary, right? CH3, NH, CH2, CH3. Otherwise CH3, CH2, NH, CH3. Both are same. This is actually primary amine and this is secondary amine and tertiary amine also possible here. CH3, N, CH3 and CH3. This is tertiary amine actually. This is primary amine and this is secondary amine and this is tertiary amine. N comma N dimethyl methanamine. Okay, don't say N comma N trimethyl. No. Okay, so 2 you have to take as methyl groups, N comma N dimethyl, and one of the carbon as methanamine, methane amine. Like this we have to take. Okay, so this one primary, N propanamine, or that is common name, N means simply propanamine. So this one 1 and 2, and this smaller group we have to consider as a substituent or who attached to nitrogen. So N methyl ethanamine, this is ethane amine. Difference understood? These three are functional group isomers. On what basis you are saying? Check hydrogens or alkyl groups. Hydrogens or alkyl groups you can check. 2 hydrogens are there, means 1 alkyl group. 1 hydrogen is there, so 2 alkyl groups. No hydrogen means 3. Because total nitrogen valence is 3 now. That's why. So here there is no hydrogen. So here N only functional group. Here NH, but here NH2. So difference is there or not? So these are functional group isomers. Okay. So what is a functional group isomerism? You know already. Having different functional groups. So here different functional groups with nitrogen we will see. Okay. So next we have to check next metamerism, how possible. Okay. So let's see metamerism now. So metamerism means you have idea nitrogen having different alkyl groups or oxygen having different alkyl groups or carbon having different alkyl groups, or it simply functional group have different alkyl groups on both sides, means left side and right side. If 3 groups must be different, like that. Okay. So metamers means you have idea the particular compounds which have same molecular formula but different alkyl groups attached to functional group atom. So here who exhibit metamerism? Metamerism who exhibiting? So secondary and tertiary amines. Secondary and tertiary amines exhibit what? Metamerism. What's that? Metamerism is possible in secondary and tertiary amines. Okay, sir. So here if you see with 3 carbons it's not possible. NHCH2, CH3, no metamerism. Because this only possible or else anything possible like C or like this you have N and C. Okay. So here what you have? Nitrogen you have. So these 2 only possible. Okay. So no other actually. So these 2 we can call them as metamers. Yes. Can call them? Yes, we can call them. Because same molecular formula but different alkyl groups. But next 4 carbons if you take like this, and here you have 3 and NH and CH3. Second example. And CC and NH and CC. What is the difference? You have difference. Here propyl and methyl you have for nitrogen. Okay. And for this nitrogen you have these 2 ethyl and ethyl. 2 carbons means ethyl group or not? Nitrogen having ethyl and ethyl here. But here nitrogen has propyl and methyl. Difference understood? And one more possible, this one, even in secondary this one only, and come to, okay, different means here let's see, C and C2H5 and CH3 and some C3H7. Difference here, sorry, nitrogen. These 2. Okay. Now this has a metamerism or not means yes. These two are metamers. And for this, what is the metamer? Next. Okay. So here let's see. CH3 and sorry, not CH3. C2H5 and N C2H5 and C2H5. See, both are tertiary, and in this you have different alkyl groups. Okay, so these two are just functional group isomers. These two are not metamers. Different alkyl groups I said no, but this is secondary and that is tertiary. So these two are functional and these two are not metamers. Not metamers. These two are metamers. They both must be same kind. Both are secondary and different alkyl groups. Propyl methyl, but here ethyl and ethyl. And these two are functional. These two are metamers. These two, why metamers? Because methyl, ethyl, propyl. But here what you have? Ethyl, ethyl, and ethyl. So these two are metamers. So these all three same, no problem. But here is different alkyl groups. So these two we have to compare. Understanding? So this compound and this compound both are what? Metamers. So what type of isomerism possible? We observe. So you have to write all these things. So to exhibit metamerism, both must be a same kind. Means both must be a secondary or both must be a tertiary, like that. Okay, then we can call them as metamers. Okay, so in imines actually few more. Syn anti is possible. Cis trans isomerism I was given already previous also, and I was given some formulas for cis trans isomerism. Okay, there I was given. Do you remember? Like C double bond N OH like that, and R and H like this. Like this I was given syn and anti. Okay, so nitrogen compounds only, but we are talking about what these kind of amines. Okay, and even cis trans also possible. Cis trans possible, but they must be unsaturated. And here some methyl group is there, some hydrogen is there, and some C2H5 is there, and some NH2 group is there. So both are alkyl, similar kind. So EZ isomerism is possible, I told or not? Like suppose this is methyl only. Yes, possible. So CH3, same side, this is cis. Okay. Cis trans possible. Optical isomerism possible. In amines, yes. NH2 and H, and here CHO is there. Some CH3 is there. Chirality must be present, right, for optical isomerism. This is a chiral carbon because all four groups are different. So optical possible and cis trans also possible. Cis trans isomerism is called geometrical isomerism. You know this already. We have no need to talk much about optical because optical isomerism I was given, and I was given some formulas to calculate number of optical isomers, means enantiomers how to calculate, and meso how to calculate. Those I was given already. Okay, next come to basic character. Basic character of amines. So amines has a basic character. Amines have what character? Basic character. Why basic characters are? They have a tendency to donate lone pair. Okay, so according to Lewis, these are bases because these amines consist of one lone pair on nitrogen. This nitrogen has a lone pair, so it can donate lone pair like ammonia. Like ammonia, so NH3 having a dative bond with some H plus, and this lone pair donated to this H plus and forms NH4 plus, or else we write like this NH3 and donated electron pair to H plus, or positive charge overall you can write, or that positive charge on this nitrogen. Why this positive charge on nitrogen? Because lone pair donated by this nitrogen. NH4 plus. Why I said this one? This act as a base because this nitrogen has a lone pair. This nitrogen donating lone pair to this H plus. So NH3 acting as a base and H plus acting as acid like that. So all amines has lone pair. Okay. So due to presence of one lone pair, so they can act as bases actually. They can act as what, sir? Bases. Understood, sir, clearly? So here you have C, C, C and NH, or here C you have, lone pair is there. And C and here C you have, and here N is there, and here carbon is there. Still it has a lone pair. Nitrogen have 5 valence electron. Nitrogen 50A group. Correct? Nitrogen configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So 2s has 2 electrons and 2p has 3 unpaired electron. So this is the lone pair. This lone pair can be donated to other acids. Okay? So by using these 3 unpaired electrons, it's forming 3 bonds. So where is another bond, sir? So NH. So C2H5, this is one bond, and this is second bond, and this is third bond like that. And here 3, 1, 2 and 3 like that. So 3 bonds and 1 lone pair. So why I am saying this? These all have lone pairs, amines, both primary, secondary, tertiary. But quaternary exists. Quaternary, but how? 4 bonds they have like this, N, C, C and C. But positive charge, it will be like day2 bond and some X minus. So nitrogen has a positive charge. Means by using this lone pair, it's forming one more bond like a day2 bond. So here this is called quaternary. So this is not a base. Quaternary ammonium salt we call it. Why it is salt? Positive charge you have and negative charge you have. Formation we will discuss in preparations. This is quaternary ammonium salt. Why ammonium? Positive charge. OM positive. Okay. Quaternary ammonium salt is not base because no lone pair, because that lone pair utilized it to form 4th bond here. Okay. That's why this is not a base. Okay. So who are bases? Primary, secondary, tertiary. So write down this. On what basis we will say this basic character is high or low? Basic character is very high or low, means strong base or weak base. On what basis we will say? On basis of ease of donating tendency of lone pair. So who donate lone pair fast, that will be a strong base. Okay. So basic character increases if basic character increases if ease of donating tendency of lone pair. Who have a great tendency to donate lone pair, that is a strong base. Okay. So suppose somebody asking money, I have to donate. Okay, so they are expecting money from me. When I can donate money? If I have enough money, I can donate. Correct? Or else I don't have, but I have rich friends with me. So I have 3 rich friends with me. Certainly they will help me, so I can easily donate. So what I am saying, donating tendency is more if some donors attach to me. Understanding? In a similar manner, somebody expecting money from me, but many people are withdrawing money from me. So can I donate easily now? No. So what I am saying, electron donating groups increases. Electron donating means either plus psi groups. What groups? Either plus psi groups or else plus m groups. Either plus psi groups or plus psi groups increases. Then what character increases? Basic character increases. Basic character what happen? Increases. This is a very important to you. If electron donating groups increases, then basic character increases. Who are the electron donating groups? Either plus I groups or plus M groups. In previous, do you remember or not? Acidic character is more when minus I groups or minus M groups are more, because acids not donating lone pair, acids are donating H plus positive, they are donating. So withdrawing required. So electrons must be donated by carboxylate ion and H plus must go. So for acidic character, electron withdrawing groups required, but for basic character, electron donating groups required. Understanding? Because here lone pair going out. So I have to donate 1 lakh, means I must have at least 2 lakhs. Correct or not? If I am rich, then only I can donate. So if I am poor, I cannot. So electron donating groups are there, then basic character increases. So what are the groups required? Like plus I groups like alkyl groups. That's it. For aliphatic, I am talking about aliphatic. Okay? Of course, plus I groups means aliphatic only. There only plus I groups there, no. So in aliphatic, if it is aromatic, we call them as plus M groups. No? On benzene, if donating group is there, that is plus M. On benzene, if withdrawing, there is minus M. That is very clear. So in aliphatic amines, if plus I groups like alkyl groups increases, then basic character increases. Basic character increases. The most important thing I tell you, in gas phase, in what phase? In gas phase, tertiary amines are more basic than secondary amines, and secondary amines are more basic than primary amines, and primary amine is more basic than ammonia. What I said here understood? Suppose here I am taking, so N you have, for nitrogen there are 3 alkyl groups you have like this. Okay, so this one, it's a tertiary amine, it's tertiary. Now I am taking CH3 NH CH3. I am taking next CH3 NH2 NH and H. So here what I have, nitrogen I have, and one of the methyl group is replaced by hydrogen. And ammonia means, you know everyone, NH, H and H like this, NH3. So alkyl groups means what? Methyl, ethyl, C2H5 and C3H7. These are what? Alkyl groups. If alkyl groups are more, then basic character will be more. And even in alkyl groups, if more number of carbons increases, then basic character increases. Of course, in gas phase I am talking. In liquid phase or aqueous phase and different order, I will tell you later on. Okay? But please remember, in gas phase, if the number of carbons increases in alkyl groups, then there is no steric repulsions, because gas phase means molecules are far from each other. So there are no repulsions. Certainly, repulsions not there, so tertiary amine, any alkyl group here, whether methyl or ethyl or propyl, whatever. Simply, tertiary amine is more basic than secondary. This one is secondary amine and this one is primary amine, because CH3NH2, and that one ammonia, because in ammonia there is no electron donating group. So of course ammonia also base, but weak base. So this is strong base comparatively among these, because this nitrogen consists of 3 donating atoms. Certainly lone pair can easily go. So in gas phase is like this. Okay, in gas phase, as number of alkyl groups increases, means tertiary, or in alkyl groups if number of carbons increases, then what happens? Basic character increases. Please note it down all these things. In what phase? In gas phase. Please have a screenshot and write out. So what I given here, if electron donating groups increases, then basic character increases. In gas phase, tertiary amines are more basic. Okay, and one more, if number of carbons increases, then what happens? What happens, sir? Then basic character increases. So we have to check in every manner. Okay, so next, in aqueous phase, in gas phase I was given, in aqueous phase, in general I'll give you, in general means except methyl group. Okay, so any R there, okay, R, NH, R, that means secondary amine is more basic than tertiary, R, N, R and R, tertiary, then you have R, NH2. Okay, secondary, tertiary and primary. Okay, R is not methyl except methyl. Okay, R can be anything now, it's ethyl or propyl like that. What R can be? Not methyl except methyl, any other alkyl group. So R is alkyl group except methyl, CH3 group. See, you only said no sir in previous, if alkyl groups increases, then donating tendency increases. So alkyl groups are donor, so that lone pair can easily donate. So the tertiary must have more basic character, no sir. Means, but in aqueous phase, there is a steric hindrance, because aqueous phase means liquid. So between groups, all are coming towards nitrogen, but between these electron pairs there are some repulsions. So lone pair donation is not easy. Lone pair donation means some dative bond must form. So this lone pair must involve in bonding with other. But due to repulsions, other group cannot approach this tertiary easily in aqueous phase. But in gas phase, tertiary only, because they are far. Gas phase means the distance is more or not. So in gas phase, tertiary amines are more basic. But here, steric repulsions are less. Then primary must have more, no sir, less steric. But both you have to consider. Donors you have to consider, and you have to consider less steric repulsions you have to consider. I repeat, two things you have to consider to be more basic. One is less repulsions, means less steric hindrance, and the second one is donors, like that. Actually in aqueous phase means this also involved in hydrogen bond. So lone pair donation is difficult. That's why, understanding? Because two donors are there and repulsions also somewhat less. So in aqueous phase, very important, secondary amine is more basic, then tertiary, then primary. Please note it down. But in case of methyl, if methyl group is there, CH3, NHCH3, that means it's a secondary, then primary, CH3, NH2. So here lone pair is somewhat more free because of a smaller alkyl group. That's why primary coming here, 2, 1, and that means 2 means secondary and primary. Now tertiary. Tertiary is least if in case of methyl group attached to nitrogen. Understood? Methyl groups are there now. So for nitrogen, if methyl groups are there, for primary, secondary and tertiary, for all. Okay, then secondary is more basic, then primary, then tertiary. This is very, very important, sir. Please note it down. So in aqueous phase, secondary amines are more than tertiary, then primary. In tertiary, why it is less means a simple reason. Between these alkyl group, there is a repulsions. Alkyl groups are bulky. So here tertiary is least, and why primary got more means it's a more involving in hydrogen bond. Lone pair is more free here in primary. So in case of methyl groups attached to nitrogen, secondary after primary will come. Other than this, other than methyl, for other alkyl groups, secondary, tertiary and primary. Okay. In gas phase, no exceptions. Simply more the donors, more will be the basic character. Understood? In gas phase, tertiary greater than secondary, greater than primary, like that. So this is about some basic character and few more examples we will discuss, and basic character in aromatic amines also tomorrow we will discuss. And tomorrow tomorrow you will have online assignment, and on 9th, okay, so you will have basic character in aromatic as well as preparations. I repeat, tomorrow you will have online assignment. Thank you. Prepare well for that and get ready for it.